Where does your poop actually go? Every day, billions of people use a toilet, a flush, a swirl, and then it's gone. Most of us never think about it again. The contents disappear from sight, and our day continues. But where does it actually go? Does it end up in a giant underground tank, a landfill, the ocean, or does it simply vanish? The truth is far more fascinating. Because the moment you flush, your waste begins a journey through one of the largest hidden systems humans have ever built. A system so massive that entire cities depend on it. And surprisingly, billions of people still don't have access to it. This is the invisible world beneath your toilet. For most people in developed countries, the journey begins with a flush. Water rushes through the bowl and carries waste into pipes hidden behind walls and beneath floors. Within seconds, that waste leaves your home. But it doesn't travel very far alone. It joins wastewater from thousands of other homes. Soon, everything is flowing through an underground maze of sewer pipes. Beneath nearly every major city lies a hidden network most people never see. Miles of tunnels, pump stations, valves, massive underground infrastructure. Some sewer tunnels are large enough for people to walk through. Others are large enough to drive vehicles through. Together, these systems quietly move enormous amounts of wastewater every day. And eventually, nearly all of it arrives at the same destination, a wastewater treatment plant. This is where the real transformation begins. When wastewater arrives, the first step is surprisingly simple. The treatment plant removes large objects, things people accidentally or intentionally flush. Wipes, paper products, plastic items, trash, anything that could damage equipment. Next comes settling. The water slows down. Heavy solids sink to the bottom. Grease and lighter materials float to the top. The wastewater is beginning to separate itself, but it is still far from clean. That's where biology takes over. In massive treatment tanks, billions of microorganisms get to work. These microscopic organisms feed on organic waste. They break it down naturally. What sounds disgusting is actually one of the most important recycling processes on Earth. Tiny living organisms helping clean the water created by entire cities. After additional treatment and disinfection, much of the water becomes clean enough to return safely to rivers, lakes, or other parts of the environment, which leads to a strange realization. Some of the water you flush today may eventually become part of the water cycle again. Rain, rivers, groundwater, and eventually even drinking water supplies. The journey doesn't end with the water. What about the solids? What happens to the actual poop? The answer surprises many people. At treatment facilities, solid waste becomes what are known as biosolids. Depending on local regulations and treatment methods, these biosolids can be processed and reused. Some become fertilizer, some help restore land, some are disposed of in landfills, and some facilities even convert waste into energy. In other words, what leaves your body can eventually help grow crops or generate electricity. But now we arrive at a bigger question. If this is what happens after you flush, what exactly counts as a toilet? Most people imagine a modern porcelain toilet connected to plumbing, but that's only one type. Around the world, toilets come in many forms. Flush toilets, septic systems, composting toilets, portable toilets, pit latrines, squat toilets. All of them serve the same purpose: separating human waste from people. And that separation has changed human history. For most of human existence, there were no modern sanitation systems. Waste often remained dangerously close to where people lived. Disease spread easily. Contaminated water was common. Life expectancy was lower. Modern sanitation helped change all of that. In fact, many experts consider sanitation systems among the greatest public health achievements ever created, which makes the next statistic shocking. Despite enormous progress, roughly 3.4 to 3.5 billion people around the world still do not have access to safely managed sanitation services. Think about that. More than 1/3 of humanity. Even more surprising, hundreds of millions of people still practice open defecation. That means no toilet at all, no sewer system, no treatment plant, no hidden infrastructure carrying waste away safely. For billions of people, the journey we just described never happens. And that's why sanitation remains one of the world's largest infrastructure challenges. Most people never think about toilets. They're just there, a normal part of everyday life. But behind every flush is an invisible network of engineering, biology, infrastructure, and public health. Miles of pipes, massive treatment plants, countless workers, and systems operating around the clock. The next time you flush a toilet, remember, your waste doesn't disappear. It begins a journey through one of the most important hidden systems ever built. A system that protects cities, prevents disease, and quietly keeps modern civilization running every single day. And for billions of people around the world, access to that journey is still something they are waiting for. If you enjoyed this investigation into the invisible world around us, subscribe for more hidden stories hiding in plain sight.